We're back.
We're back.
Okay. How's it going? Long
It's
time no
going.
see. Long time no
um,
see.
this time I'm I'm in the studio.
Let's go. Give us a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Look at this place. You
yeah.
pack a lot of stuff in there.
It might be hard to move the camera around, but
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah.
Wow.
That
Amps, that drum set.
there's a drum set. That's the drum set.
Do you want to go in depth about what you're doing? Like how big the drum set is, just for people who would be interested?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll talk about it. It's a 1968 Ludwig super classic. I don't know. It has toms and a kick. There's a snare that we use that's not from the kit. Um,
Oh, really?
Actually, I don't even know. Hang on. I don't know what the snare is. A friend gave it to me.
I think we used two different snares for the album.
Slingerland.
What is it?
Slingerland.
Oh, cool.
Um, I think that's the one we used for most of it. And there was also a Ludwig Acrolite snare
I'm
for a
just
couple.
I'm realizing the cat on my
That's the cat.
I didn't
That's
even
your cat.
notice. I feel like I had to address that. Okay.
Yeah, and if we want to talk about the mics and stuff, we could do that too.
Do it.
All right.
I mean, we touched on it. We touched on it a little bit
That's true. Yeah, we
at
did
some
last
point.
time. Yeah, because I got the ribbon mic over the hi-hat. Yeah, we did talk about that.
I love
Um,
the sound installation that you did in the room is amazing.
yeah, it's really, really dead. Also, they're in that corner. So there's kind of like this nice low end build-up, which makes them sound really fat. And it's also really fun to play in that corner. Like it
Hmm.
just sounds really big. So it's it's a fun experience playing them.
And you're in like a commercial space,
Yeah,
like
yeah. It's a commercial space that's it has rooms that they designed for music purposes like this. Um,
oh, I didn't realize it was for music stuff.
yeah, like there are two doors into the space.
Mm.
Um, I think they said they didn't do like everything to make it soundproof.
Yeah,
I'm sure they cut some corners. I can sometimes hear
the
someone,
drummer in the vent.
yeah, that drummer from the like you can hear it in the vent right there.
I remember that guy.
Yeah. I think it's a lesson studio, which makes sense.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, but honestly, it's a few doors down. I barely hear it.
Yeah.
Good as you can get.
That's funny.
Um, yeah. Otherwise, the room's really, really nicely isolated.
Yeah.
Um,
It took you a while to get the drums tuned and like I remember you told me it took a few months for you to
oh yeah,
get
yeah.
it going.
I bought the drums, I think in August 2021, and it took like a month to even just get them sounding right acoustically.
Yeah.
Um, just I had to clean up a lot of stuff on them. Like sand some of the edges
Mm.
of the actual where the head is touching the drum.
Huh.
Smooth that out. Um,
Why?
and
Why?
it was kind of it was really uneven from all the years that it was, you know, probably being thrown around and gigged with.
Yeah,
Um,
what is it? You said 67?
68, I think.
68? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so old.
It's so old. Yeah. And yeah, it was yeah, it just needed a lot of work, new heads,
Yeah.
and then kind of messing around with the tuning a lot, and kind of figuring out where they sound best.
How
Took a while.
how did you learn how to do that?
Um, I I've always really I think it's out of necessity, really.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Um, like it's because I hate bad sounding drums,
Yeah.
and I needed, I need to make them sound good so I can record them. And yeah, I kind of just I did I would do whatever it takes. And I've sat around a lot with
Mm.
drums trying to make them sound good. I think that's a lot of my time has been spent that way.
Well, I think you said something important. Like there's an important you got to be self-sufficient when you
Yeah.
do the music thing, especially like the recording thing and like you got to
It's expensive enough as it is, to do
yeah,
music.
yeah, instead of like hiring consultants to
Yeah.
help you with things, sometimes it's just, a bunch of YouTube videos helps.
Yeah, exactly. And just trying stuff out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
are you still like tinkering with the tuning, or are you it's set now?
I've definitely gotten it to a place where it's kind of set. I'll still mess around sometimes. And also I never want to take it for granted because I know it's probably always moving too. So
Mm.
um, you know,
Yeah.
it's like a piano. Like it's usually in tune,
Right.
but it can fall a little
Right.
bit. And you just need to give it a little tune up. Yeah, it's not really a set it and forget it thing for
Right.
yeah. But mostly. Like I don't think about it every time I sit down to play.
Well, that's the goal.
Yeah.
It,
And yeah, exactly. That's the goal. And also that's why I have it all so ready to go all the time. Like all the mics, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, all the mics are always ready on the drums. And all the keyboards that, you know, like these,
good to go.
they're all plugged in
Yeah.
to like a second interface that's just dedicated to that.
Yeah.
'Cause I hate studio setup time.
Well, it kills. I mean, for me,
It just
I'm the
kills
same way.
everything.
Yeah, I have my Rhodes. I have this U1. I have the drums. I'm
Yeah.
still figuring out uh, tuning drums, and I don't have the microphone kind of setup that you do. And I have a motif. I have the mini Moog. I have the DX7. But they all have to be just like secured because it's. I mean, the second I have to not waste time, but use time to
Yeah.
set up something, like there goes the idea, or there goes the excitement about the idea, which is really
Yeah.
important.
That's not what we want.
Yeah, which is, I mean, beautiful. Like if you're on like GarageBand or whatever, Logic. You have every instrument,
Yeah.
every synthetic instrument at your
Mhm.
disposal, which is really good for the ideas process. So like for you, yeah, I mean having the drum set up at all times is so important because then you can just like the room becomes your instrument.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like this place is an instrument,
Yeah.
and has its limitations, but which is good, you know.
Yeah, you need to set some boundaries or else you
Yeah.
have too
I
many
mean,
options.
I think the boundaries are built in
Yeah.
here.
How big is it? You mentioned the dimensions of it.
It's 16 by 7.5.
And when we were doing it, this was during COVID, so we made
Yeah.
this whole you sent me the video yesterday of us recording it. I'm wearing a mask. And I
Yeah.
had totally forgot that the entirety of the record we were
Entire
wearing
time.
we were wearing masks because this was in March.
March 2021.
No, 22.
22, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
22.
it was
Yeah.
this year. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I guess there was more than one video of footage, but
Yeah, but now
not much.
I didn't
No,
take any. I looked and I have nothing.
there's not a single.
I took a few pictures of you from like when you were not facing me. It's just like that was that. So I just have like a few pictures of the back of your head.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like we were right getting right to work.
Yeah. To
No, you know. Yeah, nothing else.
love it. All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So we did everything up until Heart on Fire. This is a new day. We're wearing different clothing too. We
Yeah.
went for like 3 hours. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll go for
This
another
is
three.
new day, new song.
I'm actually going to see wrestling WWE at the Boston Garden tonight.
Are you actually going
Yeah.
to wow, that's so funny.
Yeah, a friend got tickets, so I'm very
That's
excited for
amazing.
that. So
Are
we'll
you
see how far we can go, and then I have to head out to go see WWE.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is Heart on Fire. So to preface,
Mm.
this is one of the first songs that I had like demoed, and it just sat on my hard drive for like a year or two. I just didn't know what to do with it. I'm also not good at mixing or just like the technical or the science behind getting a really good mix. So this just sat, and so I think what we did was this was the only song where we kind of worked from the demo, and
That's
we didn't
true.
start totally fresh. So the drums, like the percussion, it's from a sample that I made, and then the horns are from before. I
Yeah.
think that's it, and then I kind of had the structure
Uh
of everything. But
you also the Rhodes and the piano
okay, so
were
a lot
another
of this we were just building off of the demo, which is the only one that we did that with.
yeah. And I think yeah. Yeah, we had these all these bottles.
These were all things I recorded. Yeah. Okay.
These four, I think you did.
Yep.
And then we added some claps and later a tambourine. And then this is a drum machine kick that we programs.
Yes.
Um,
It's funny we were just talking about drums, but this is a primarily a drum sample song.
yeah. Although
Except
halfway
yeah,
through,
they come. We'll get
they
into
come in.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was your
And there's
idea.
all I mean, there's also this kit that we sampled.
Oh, I don't even remember. Oh, okay. Can you play that? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here's like the drum loop that we made
Okay.
on top of the percussion.
Okay.
And then this is the percussion.
So that drum set is your drum set. That's you playing?
Yeah.
Cool.
This is just the percussion.
So this is what I had supplied. You can hear like
Yeah.
the 808. And like I'm just like hitting little wine glasses or something that were on my desk.
Yeah. And then later, should I play
Yes.
the drum set that comes
Definitely.
in?
Yeah, this was your idea. I didn't think that we would add more drums, but then you came in with this.
Right, halfway through the song, this comes in. Yeah. So that's halfway through the song.
Great.
Um
Yeah. It's so pop.
and
Like as soon as you add the other drums to it, it becomes like
yeah,
a pop song.
totally. Yeah. Yeah, I was yeah, and they yeah, just it I think it just needed to go one step further in the arrangement at that point.
Yes, and that comes in right after that's
Yeah.
the instrumental break pretty much.
Hmm.
So can
Yeah.
you play? Let's see. Okay. Um how do
Also,
Yeah.
this was as I was mixing it, I couldn't get the bass that was in that I had done
Mm.
together. This is when I actually retracked bass as part of the mixing process.
I remember hearing is it a fretless that you used?
No, it's the P bass, but
Oh
it's
wow.
it's just really really mid rangey.
Yeah, it has
I,
that.
I was playing like really hard. Um, I was kind of, it's funny. I was channeling Mikael, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw these videos of him playing with you, and I love his feel.
He's got it.
Uh,
Yeah, he's great.
and
Shouts out to
he has
Miko.
that P bass sound that's really great.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, and he plays so in the pocket, and I was just like, oh, what would he do on this one?
love it. Love it.
Um,
Shouts out to Mikael. I've known him since third grade. He's like one of my oldest friends.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
I,
got a good
I
feel.
forget where I know him from, but
Well, we
just
did the all-state band together. You and I did, and I
yeah.
was that like maybe it was when we went to music school. You met
I
him
don't know.
through that.
I know. I think I remember him. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been from high school.
It was probably something during the high school
Yeah.
time. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
So
he's
it starts with the sample,
yeah.
and then it kind of all comes in. So the form of this song, this goes back to me like coming up with like multiple hooks or multiple choruses. I really like doing that.
Mhm.
So the hook also acts as like an instrumental hook too, because the saxophones and the voices are in. So it's the "Don't let them get me, I set my heart on fire," and then it goes into a verse, and you have it all outlined right there, so people can see that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We
Um,
have the yeah, it
so
starts off with a chorus or a hook.
yes, and then it does the verse, which has a really specific melody to it, and then it goes to the pre-chorus, which is like that line cliche, going down. Oh, my cat wants to come up.
Yes.
This is Pinky. Say,
Oh, wait, is this a new cat?
yeah, say hi, Pinky.
Hi.
She's gonna step on the keyboard and turn off the recording. Hi, Pinks. She's so cute. So then it does the pre-chorus, and then it kind of does like it's a refrain. So the chorus kind of thing is just like the one line,
Mhm.
"If I run away," um, which I did not have the lyrics for that. That killed me because I had this huge melody which was like dun 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 dun. Um and I just felt like that was such a big melody, and I had nowhere. Like that was another thing where it's like I have to land a plane on this melody. Like this is such a big
Yeah.
space for me to fill. So finally, I don't know. That's the thing. Like with the lyrics, I don't know how I come up with the things or like what sparks it, but every now and then it's just like, oh, you just find a word or a line that just like hits, and you're like, oh, okay, finally. Like,
Yeah.
that took a year.
Oh my God.
And I'm still doing that. Like I have new songs now where I'm like, I have the melodies. Like the songs are near completion. There's
Mhm.
like two or three lines where I'm like, I gotta land a plane. It's a huge
You
moment.
have ones right now that you're stuck on?
Oh yeah, constantly. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have like two, three that I'm like figuring it out, and every day I'm working on it. I'm trying new
Yeah.
possibilities. So, anyways, that's the thing. So it does that kind of three structure or three
Mhm.
part structure to the song. I kind of have like a thing that I've set for myself with songwriting where you only really need three ideas to make a song. You can get away with two
Yeah.
ideas, but for the most
Yeah.
part, like for me, I find comfort in three. So there's
And when
the
you
hook
say ideas,
section.
do you
There's
mean sections?
yes, three or just melodic ideas or just
Hmm.
three contrasting sections or ideas.
Yeah.
And usually you can take for like the third idea, it's usually based on, or not usually, you can base it off of one of the other ideas. You can just imitate slightly something you already have to
Yeah.
make a third section. But so this is another song where there really are three sections that move. And so
Yeah.
what happens is like I like being resourceful in my songwriting too. So always, if you have two ideas, like I was saying, if you have two ideas, then if you need a third idea, find a way to pull from what you already have created for yourself. And so it works because the instrumental break is just the hook all over again, but I'm riffing on that chord progression. And then I can create an instrumental section or like different horn hits or other melodies on top of that. And it's like, it's a nice way to be efficient. I really like this songwriting wise. I'm really happy with how this came out. I think the melodies are really fun.
Yeah, this has some of the strongest melodies. And it's so catchy.
I've totally forgot that. So there's a lyric, wrote this song in a dream while I was sleeping. The melody of dun, 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 dun. I woke up with that melody. That's
the best.
I came up with that melody when I was asleep. And I should find the voice memo of me waking up at like 4 a.m. or something, like singing it into the phone.
Shit, that's how we should have started it.
Right? It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's really, I mean, for me, it happens sometimes, but it's hard to remember them. You got to be like super quick. It's like a dream, it disappears.
Yeah. It has to be like if it's right when you wake up.
Yeah.
And you can quickly hold on to it. And
I wish I could write all my songs in my sleep, because then I wouldn't have to work at all.
I know, me too.
Like I want to train myself, like set the intention every night to like write.
Right?
I feel like it's possible, but I'm just not there.
I don't know what it has. I don't know what has to go into training for that, but
it's
I would
gotta
like to
be
do that too.
Some Freudian like.
Oh, man. I've had a couple ideas like that too.
I bet. Good.
Yeah, like that I don't know how well that album that I put out. There's a song called All My Time.
Yep.
There. And actually, that song, the verse and the outro are from two separate dreams.
No way.
Yeah.
The melodies or what part?
Melodies and chords.
Wow, love it.
And lyric too.
Just all of it.
Kind of.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But it's funny because I haven't had a music dream like that.
Yeah.
In so many years, and I don't know what it's gonna take.
Well, okay, this is the thing though, is you probably do all the time, but you just don't. You aren't, because how many dreams do you dream every night? And you're a musician, so a lot of those dreams must have to do with music. That's how I think. Like, music just like it is my entire life. So, and I'm always dreaming. I don't always remember the dreams, but you dream every night. You have multiple dreams every night. We have 10 minutes left. And so I just feel like a lot of those dreams have to be music related, but you just don't remember them. That's why I'm like, there's got to be a way.
Yeah, there's got to be a way, right?
As musicians, like we must dream a lot with music.
Yeah, man, you're right. Okay, well, I'm that's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna seek out some.
Let's do it. We should go to like therapy together or something.
Yeah,
figure it out.
All right. Should we break down? Let's see. Should we do some? What should we listen to here?
I'm gonna restart the Zoom and then we'll hop in.
Perfect.
Okay. Can we just hear the instrumental for a little bit?
Yes.
Okay.
Here it is. Heart on Fire.
love that little turnaround. Yup.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's funny. It starts big and it just stays the same, and then it just gets bigger. Like I
Mhm.
feel like there's never like a moment where it really comes down. Maybe in the pre-chorus a little bit with the like line
yeah,
cliche
like
thing.
in the piano and the
Yeah,
yeah. Like that is a softer moment.
yeah. But the drums are still like the percussion never changes. It's always happening.
Yeah, the percussion doesn't stop.
Bass is always going. The guitar. Can you play the guitars? So
Yeah.
this was like I didn't expect to have acoustic guitars like do. We have them double tracked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're very percussive.
yeah. Sounds like an Ed Sheeran song.
It does. Yeah.
And so they're doing that the whole. Oh, built intensity.
That's the
Nothing.
pre-chorus.
Here it comes. Can you play just the pre-chorus of with everything? I
Yeah.
want to hear the
Everything.
guitars now. Yeah.
And vocals or no?
No, no vocals.
Okay.
So you can hear just the guitars strumming. Wow. That's without him. Wow. And now they're playing chords.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I think they actually move a lot in
Yeah.
intensity. Cause
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
pre-chorus. And then I think in the next chorus, where it's the instrumental and the other drums come in, I think they get really big here.
Now you're not changing your voicings or anything throughout the song. You're just changing the intensity of the strumming.
I think so, yeah.
And are you playing the same thing in both guitars?
Not exactly.
Oh wow. Beautiful.
I actually didn't even remember that.
That's great. Can you play that with with the
Yeah.
rest of the instrumental?
Here, I'll give you some other
Cool.
stuff in there.
Like another one take.
Oh. Does exactly what it should be doing.
Yeah. Can you just play that Rhodes at the end, the soloed Rhodes?
Yeah.
That's funny. Crunchy. See, without music behind it, it doesn't even sound like it would be part of like a
Anything.
That's so funny. It reminds me like Arthur Russell or something.
Oh,
That's very cool.
it's perfect in oh man, yeah. Like with everything, it's so
Yeah,
exactly what that needs. It's like,
that's funny.
oh man, it's so good. Um, yeah, okay, we got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The clarinet trio.
It's so good.
I didn't think I was gonna keep it in, and then people had convinced me that I should keep it in because they really liked it. So
Oh, it makes it's my favorite moment in the song.
yeah, I agree.
It's so unexpected and so yeah, it's so good.
Well, it's so happy. Like it just sounds so happy. You know, it's like a celebration.
Also, it sounds like, you know, it sounds like swing.
Yes. Little Duke Ellington.
Yeah, it's so good. Also I love that it's just in one stem.
Yeah. Oops.
There was no
I panned them for you, and I was like, "Here you go."
yeah. This is what you get. What you get.
Yeah, yeah,
So, you know, that's pretty much how I treated everything you sent me, anyways.
yeah.
So
That's what I was hoping you'd do. Just
yeah, I don't
leave
care
it.
if it sounds good. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, even like the crunchiness in the Rhodes track. I mean, it just sounds so dusty, or like I need to clean my inputs. You know.
No, it's
So
perfect.
funny. How about the Rhodes before that? What is that one doing?
This guy?
Yeah, right there. What's he doing there? You can hear the dust. Okay, Chase.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. That's cool.
That's such a cool part.
Yeah.
Also, it it might be it might be the sustain pedal.
Oh yeah, could be.
There might be like a weird grounding thing with that because it sounds like it's happening with the pedal. Maybe I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'll investigate. I kind of like
Also,
it though. I'll keep it.
yeah, no, I like it too.
Yeah.
It's so cool how different your Rhodes sounds than mine.
Yes.
I think
Mine and my action on it is so bad. Like everything about it.
really?
Yeah, because I just don't know how to work on it, so I just don't.
um yeah, like I think we might have we might have tried to do something with mine,
Hmm.
and I was like, no, yours just sounds like
Yeah.
different, and maybe it's because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Maybe.
technically mine is like the Suitcase 1972, like
Like
that's
yeah, like and you
yeah,
take care of it. You're taking it apart. You're like investigating things that you're hearing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
but
got this thing and I just haven't touched. It's just accumulated dust, you know. So it's like, and I don't. It's cool with me.
sounds good. Yeah.
I'm very much like that with all my instruments. Like I just they just they stay how I get them. You know.
I mean, yeah, there's something to that.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Um,
the lo-fi thing. Okay, so can
what else?
you do so actually now that I hear this I remember that I go back to Coming Up, that Paul McCartney song.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a huge one because of the saxophones in that, where
Hmm.
he would pitch up he would do like an octave up on all the
Right.
saxophones.
This is pitched up. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
And even
This
even like the chopped up, like the saxophones that I gave you in my demo are chopped up. Like I pitched shifted them up an octave and stuff. Like
Yeah.
just
Should I
hear
play them
those.
for a
Yeah.
sec?
Like what does that cut? You know, like
Yeah.
Oop.
Nope.
So there's that hit, and then I octave upped it in the last. I think it's this one. That's just like
It's so processed sounding,
yeah,
but
completely.
that's the flavor of the song.
Yeah, I wanted it to sound like you're hitting like the NPC.
Yeah. And then we got this.
I remember I had a hard time with those voicings because I it's a it's kind of a weird chord progression, or I guess the rhythm of the chord it goes on it's the one chord, and then it walks up to the four chord, and then it just stays on the four chord,
He's on that four, yeah.
which is like uh, I think when we were recording we had always like both of us would like keep going to a different chord because we'd forget like, oh wait, no, we stay on the four, you know what I mean?
It's simple.
And so I remember like having a hard time with those saxophone harmonies because I was like, I mean, I don't know that much about, like 4-part, 5-part harmony writing. I'm not amazing at it. So I wanted to do some interesting stuff
Really?
instead of just hanging on. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of winging it. Like I understand the chord tones and like what sounds. I'm just doing it. I'm recording them until it sounds good. But in
Right.
the middle, like there are a lot of takes that like I'm playing notes where I'm like, nah, not that one, because I'm not
Mhm.
writing it down by hand. So can you play the bottom 3 voicings?
These guys?
Yeah. That sounds cool. But you hear like, can you play the Barry? What's called like the
There's
Barry?
one guy that's just do 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 do.
Yeah, and I think I had some sort of like complex about that where I was like, it needs to do something different, but I kept it in.
Oh, that's probably this one, right? Oh, maybe
Is it the other one?
it's the middle one.
Strange Order. Sure. Sure. Fine. I'll take it. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. If that's what the bass is doing.
Right.
He's doubling.
This is the same track.
Literally the same track.
Oops.
Wait, so what's this one?
I think that's like a true double. So it's really a 4-part. No, not even.
3-part, but
3-part with a double, with a triple lead.
Yeah, and then like an actual double of the same exact track.
Oops.
Whatever.
So then, can you fast forward to the instrumental break?
Yes. This one?
Yeah. Well, we heard that part. And so here are like the stabs that we hear.
Yeah.
Cool. So then we doubled
Yeah,
that on the guitars, which was
sure.
your idea. I love this sound. There's 4 guitar tracks. Cool.
So much noise, but
Hey, join the club.
yeah. And then together it's a nice sound.
Yeah. And one thing
Yeah.
I really like that you did was you ducked the saxophones out once the clarinet came in. Like I can tell that there's slightly less in the mix,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you can see yeah, you can see like right here. This yeah.
which was nice. I
Hey,
like. I mean,
I, I did a mixing move.
I think the clarinets just needed that space to breathe.
Yeah. I wanted I thought the clarinets were like the coolest part. So
Hmm.
I just pretty sure yeah, like they're really loud.
Can you play all of that together now? Even yeah, everything.
Um like Strat, clarinet.
Yeah, even the just the whole band.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Cool. And I remember that clarinet line. I did like a bunch of different takes of just improvising. Um,
Landed on something and
and then I found that and I was like, oh, that's a cool line. And then I just found the harmonies to it.
oh, that's great.
But there were so many different takes where I just improvised a lot of different things. I like
Yeah.
those like long eighth note lines, or it just kind of keeps or triplets. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah. It's so fun and so like you said, it's so happy.
It's a celebration, you know. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. So glad you kept it.
me too. I am as well.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, okay. Before we do the vocals, we got to talk about the ace tone thing. So this is funny to me. Okay, so all of my albums are concept albums,
Mm.
and I always treat them like stories, and they like play out in my head like movies a little bit. And so I'm always referencing things. So now this ace tone is literally it's doing the exact same thing as Hold On.
Yeah.
It's on the same chord, or it's on the same sharp 4 minor 7 flat 5,
Mhm.
and I love that it ties back to Hold On, because Hold On is for the album is like you're leaving. It's the start of the story, and it's you leaving, and you're off to be alone or whatever, and then you find love again, and then here is that sound again. Once you've found love,
Mm.
there is that tension comes back with the ace tone doing the same thing on the same type of chord.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to do that with my albums, like um,
Like
just
it's
little games I'm playing with myself.
like a theme or something. Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Can you play
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, definitely. So good.
Yeah.
What's this one? Oh,
Love it.
love it. Yeah. That's so good.
Let's do oh no, my voice is repeating. Let's do the vocals now. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
So
This.
yeah,
Oh wow. We have how many different vocal tracks?
a lot. A lot of
A
them
lot.
are like the just little accented things.
Hmm. Should we just get right into it?
Yeah.
Don't let them get me. I set my heart on fire. Oh, I know I'm ready. Oh, I know I'm terrified. How much longer to keep this little secret with little lies? Cut me out like the stars and leave me bleeding to hear no cries as the walls surround you, like we both know they do. If I run away, will you come too? Don't let them get me. I set my heart on fire. Oh, I know I'm ready. Oh, I know I'm terrified. Wrote this song in a dream while
Now it's double
I
tracks
was
or triple tracks.
sleeping. I saw a light. Words with melodies, they keep repeating until they're right. They bite their thumbs and hound you. Well, they'll see what we can do. If I run away, will you come too?
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's funny, the first vocals are the only ones pretty much like I feel like on the album that aren't double tracked.
Yeah, that first verse.
And it sticks
Yeah.
out on the album.
Yeah. I did a lot of you can see the little cuts.
Yeah. Why is that? Because I
Uh,
was breathing or what?
no, it's the saxophones and bleeding in the you can hear all the
I was just blasting the song in my headphones when I was
Yeah.
recording the vocals.
I mean, you can still hear it
Yeah.
in
Oh
that.
yeah. I like that you
How
can.
much longer to
You know what else I love?
Mm.
I think we both laughed when we heard it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The.
yeah.
I was like checking my voice, like.
You know I left that in on purpose.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I feel
No,
like
notice,
I would have asked if it was missing.
right? It's like, how dare you edit this? I sent I sent this to you.
Yeah.
I could have taken that out if I didn't want it.
Yeah. Um. This it
Um,
this it's the lyrics of the song are very like Romeo and Juliet inspired, and it's like the star-crossed lovers thing, and then I like even go and reference like biting your thumbs. I think that's like at the beginning of Romeo and Juliet where he's like, "Do you bite your thumb at me?" or whatever, something like that. So I was like trying to get very Shakespearean with these lyrics, but I really like how the second verse describes the process of me writing this song in a dream and me like always trying to find words to fit the melodies. They keep repeating until they're right. I love like I love talking about the process of making music in the middle of songs. I love that. And I did that a lot on provisional pop songs. Like you're just documenting you making the music.
And it's not in a way that takes you out of the song either.
No, yeah, because you can take it or you can leave it. It blends in. But I'm always, and I think I'll always do that. I'll always be very process oriented in my writing. I just love it. I just find that there's something really writing a song to me just feels huge. You know, I mean, I'm obsessed with it, and so I love every aspect of it, especially when you can talk about it in the middle of a song.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So I have also I got my sister Mia to do some
Right.
vocal backgrounds. She's
You got
she's been on every album. Just
Really?
yeah.
I'll play the
If I run away, will you come too?
Which really like beefs it up.
If I run away, will you come too?
Sick.
Yeah, it sounds so nice. Like it's nice to have another voice.
Yeah, I agree.
If I run away, will you come too? If I run away, will you come too? Don't let them get me.
I just wanted to just sound like a party.
I set my heart on fire. Oh, why? I know.
Did the A? Did you record like a bunch of
So many.
takes?
Yeah,
really far from the mic and
yeah, I mean there are how many are there? Hey!
there. I don't know because it's bounced down to one.
I bounced it down to 1?
Yeah,
Wait, can you just play the A's?
maybe I don't know.
I just gave them to you all in one thing?
I think so. Unless I did that at one point.
Oh, I don't maybe. That's so
I don't
funny if I did that though. Oh man. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's so many. There's at least like 10.
I did that. Mia is also just one.
Okay.
But you know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, I think this one had so many vocal
So many.
stems that I just kind of made a balance and did that for myself because
Yeah. It's hard to organize it all.
like what am I really gonna do to
Yeah.
one track that I wouldn't do to all of them?
True. True.
And yeah, honestly, it's like I said, if it sounds good, I don't care what it looks like in Logic.
It's kind of the only rule.
Yeah,
It's if it
Yeah.
sounds good.
I love it. It's like less choices and
Yeah, right.
yeah. I'm not one of those people that needs to have control over every little detail of
No.
the mix. Like, you know,
I mean, I remember kind of grueling over these vocals for a bit when I was recording them. So you're getting a phase that I've already done my own tuning and like little. I mean, it's full of like,
Yeah.
errors, but it's still I'm trying to get the right balance and stuff. Because I don't know,
Mhm.
like, do I send it to you, and it's panned, or do I send it to you and because I'm very deliberate about how I'm like the stereo field.
yeah, I think that they're all panned. I
Yeah.
don't think I touched almost any panning
Okay.
on the stems you've sent me.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I just getting the right blend because there's at least 10, 15 different things
Yeah.
of me going, hey. So, turning up the ones that are further away from the mic, turning down the ones where I'm close, or just getting the nice blend.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's so fun. It really is. Recording vocals is like it's
Yeah. Do you enjoy that process?
I do usually
Kind of.
it is fun. It's also just like it can be torture. It's always
Totally.
nice later on. It doesn't feel good in the moment, or at least you have to work really hard for it to feel good in the moment. And no one has to be home, and
Yeah, no,
no one can
that's-
hear you do anything.
It's really vulnerable. Yeah.
Completely.
I mean, I don't know how I've gotten away with recording vocals in my life without a room like this where I can
Yeah.
just shut everything out.
Well, you know what's
Like,
funny? What's that?
oh no, no, I was saying this is like the ultimate vocal room. No one, you're here by yourself,
Except for that drummer doing lessons in the vent.
except for that drummer.
He could probably hear you.
Yeah. Shit, that's
Yeah.
true. Damn it.
Well, it's mutual.
Yeah. Well,
Um, I'm a huge Prince fan, and something that always surprised me was how he would have to kick out everyone in the room when he did vocals.
that's amazing.
And it's Prince, so like, you know, the amazing thing about him is that he didn't make demos. Like whatever song was being made that he brought in, that would be the canonical version of that song. There wasn't going to be a draft 2 of that. And so, like, it's Prince. He's got an amazing voice, and he does it live. He's amazing live. But maybe it's something about the vocal recording process, which is kind of like the writing process of it, which like,
Yeah.
you're comfortable performing the songs much later. After you're comfortable singing them, and also after you've lived with them. But for him to have to kick out everyone in the room, including maybe he had the engineer stay with him, or maybe he engineered it by himself. I don't know.
Kicked out the engineer.
What's that?
I've heard that he's kicked out the engineer.
Yeah, and like probably turns all the lights off. Like, I
Yeah.
find that fascinating because that shows me that even the best, most confident seeming vocalists have some complex about the recording process with their vocals. Now, like someone like Frank Sinatra is different, or like Aretha Franklin. They're doing it in front of a live band, and they're
To react to the band.
yeah, and also just the business. They got to crank out the record because they got to do 20 more that day. Where Prince, it's
shit.
like,
A minute.
yeah, we got a minute left. Are we done with this song?
I don't know. Do you want to hear it at not very speed?
Yes.
Okay. Should we come back?
Yeah. Okay, so,
Original speed?
yeah, definitely.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Don't let them get me. I set my heart on fire. Oh, I know I'm ready. Oh, I know I'm terrified. How much longer to keep this little secret with little lies? Cut me out like the stars and leave me bleeding to hear no cries as the walls surround you, like we both know they do. If I run away, will you come too? Don't let them get me.
So I recorded these vocals at the very speed. So this is my voice.
That's true. That's a good point. Because I think you're right. Like, I think this is one we actually sped up before I sent it to you.
Yes, definitely.
Well,
Well, a lot of them you sped up before I sent it to you. I mean, you sped up before you sent it to me, and then
Right.
I sped it up even more
yeah, you did.
on a lot of these. And this was the only one I think we kept it the same. But, this goes back to what I was saying about the very speeding with the vocals. When I hear this and I'm slightly less, like I'm pitched down a little bit, I can be way more objective about or unbiased about my vocal performance. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like me all the way. So I can critique it based on like,
On just like what it is.
yeah, I can judge it a little closer to if it was not me and if it was someone else. And I really like that. I think that is
That's a good
super, super important for the creative process when like working like this.
Yeah, because it's so hard to be objective about
I mean, you're comparing yourself.
work. Yeah.
You're constantly checking in on yourself. I mean, at least I do. Like that's
Yeah.
it's and I think that's the vocal thing. Like even what Prince had an issue with it, or not an issue, but an insecurity about it, or something. And I find that the very speeding thing helps remedy that so much. And it's fun. Like I drive around to like chipmunk versions of my songs.
That's amazing. Damn.
Can we hear the piano really quick?
Yeah.
I really like this piano.
Oh. I didn't do that cut.
No, I did that.
That's really funny.
And you can hear it in the track, like in the whole song. You can hear when it cuts out. It adds a weight to it, the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like the piano coming in on the pre-chorus.
And only the pre-chorus.
Exactly. It and only like having a chordal instrument to supply that frequency doesn't happen except in the piano. Like even the guitars, they're a little thinner. The Rhodes is doing something else. The saxophones are creating like a harmony, but it's just different. So the piano, when it comes in on the pre-chorus, has it feels heavier, but it kind of in a refreshing way.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
And so that's panned. That's 2 mics.
2 mics.
Hard panned. It's
Hard
just
panned.
like
I actually didn't do much to it. This is all. That's all there is.
Yeah, I think I did some stuff to it.
Yeah. It sounded amazing when I dropped it in, so I didn't need to do much. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that bass that I redid,
Yeah.
I think I recorded it at this speed.
Oh, there we go.
Which is why it sounds so mid-rangey.
Yeah. It has that fretless kind of sound to it.
Yeah.
Wow. Bow, bow.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
Such a good bass player.
Yep.
Sick.
That's it.
Cool.